This fall, I'll be attending Regis University, which is a private Jesuit college in Denver, Colorado. And I'll be playing women's soccer on scholarship and studying psychology or neuroscience. Going into freshman year, if I could give myself one piece of advice, it would be not to overload yourself with, crazy AP classes. That's what I struggled with. Was I wanted to do AP classes because I was sure that I wasn't going to get into college if I didn't have this many AP classes, and it actually hindered me in the end because I wasn't able to be as successful. If you have a good balance of, normal classes, CP classes, and AP classes throughout your 4 years, and you really thrive in them, it'll help out a lot more than trying to take a bunch of crazy AP classes and not do well in them. My favorite subjects throughout school were psychology and criminal justice and forensic science. A lot of girls are, always told math and science are boy subjects, and it's not. So I always liked kind of going against those barriers and challenging them. I started my college process pretty early on, and it's always been just an expectation for me to go to college, so it was never anything that I had to think about. Soccer played a big role in where I decided to go to college. So freshman year, I just started, trying to find colleges. I just looked online. I looked at different universities that I had heard about, universities that I grew up knowing, and I learned about the school, learned about what their values are, learned about what their teaching methods are. I've always been a pretty good student, and so my counselor was able to calm me down, and we were able to look at different options for scholarships, and we were able to figure out my index score, which is a combination of your ACT and your GPA. And so that number was able to help me figure out what academic scholarships I was eligible for. And then soccer helped me get my athletic scholarship, so that was awesome. When I was in the college application process, just applying to different schools, I needed teacher recommendations, or letters of recommendations. So it was really important for me from freshman year to build good relationships with teachers so that when I needed them to, write me a letter of recommendation, they only had good things to say. Know that it gets better. Sometimes it's hard, especially in middle school and going into high school, to really feel like, oh, I'm going to be something, I'm going to make something of myself, because everyone else is, there's a lot of bullies, a lot of social media. There's just a lot of things that are telling a lot of kids now that, you have to look a certain way or act a certain way or have a certain amount of money to be anything in this world, and that's not true. So just really, if you stick to something and if you're really passionate about it, you can do anything.
Really imagine what it means when someone says the sky is the limit.
Let your heart lead and your mind keep the road straight.
If you want to do something, let people know. Don't keep it inside.
You don't necessarily have to be the smartest person in the room to be the most influential.
Know who you are at your best and at your worst.